Welcome back, Sketchers. Today I'll show how to draw lips. Any questions, please leave in the comments below. If you're stuck on anything, please let me know. My previous video is linked above. And let's get on with the video. So, kick off the drawing by drawing a straight line across the page. Then divide this line into 4. Then, draw curves weaving up and down throughout the line. And then an even bigger curve over the middle 2 curves. Then, using a ruler, measure the distance of each quarter of the first line to draw a mark of this distance below said line, and draw a second line parallel to this. Basically do what I'm showing on the screen right now, because this is a little bit difficult to explain. Do this above the line and below the line. After this, draw 2 big curves linking up to the first line that we drew, diverging pretty much at the final quarter of each end of the line. Then, sorry for the maths, but about a third of a quarter of the way in, draw a very stiff line, almost a straight line, meeting the top line about halfway through the second quarter and joining just below when we reach the middle of the line. And do this for both sides. Very difficult to explain, but just look at the screen, that pretty much tells you what to do. In the mouth that I'm drawing, the mouth is slightly open with 2 front teeth visible, which we'll just draw by 2 blocks for now, and we'll think about curving them up later. For now, seeing as we got our lips mapped out, let's start working on tone. To start, using the darkest pencil you have, fill in the empty space between each side of the lip, as I'm doing on the screen, and then use a slightly lighter pencil to complete it. Working with dark again, draw droplet-like shapes, pointing away from the lips, and then fan this out using a moderately dark pencil, moving towards the centre of the lips again, on both ends. Now for the hardest part, the lips themselves. The simplest way to draw the lips is to draw lines pointing towards the centre, following the shape of the lips, creating creases in the lips. TED creases on the bottom lip are commonly seen as 2 lines next to each other. And on the top lip, lines are generally singular. Also try drawing these lines using relatively light pencils, as lines too harsh will almost make the lips look chapped. Then, we'll hood the bottom lines together using a relatively light pencil just below the teeth. Then, excluding the centre of the bottom lip, and slightly left of all the creases on the lips, using a similar shade of grey, fill in the rest of the bottom lip, making it a consistent grey colour. Now let's work on tone, shading each of the corners, kind of avoiding the more central part of the top lip, kind of like this. And then do the same for the bottom corners of the lips too. Then, using another similarly shaded pencil, hood together all the top lines, but curve the shading in between each segment like I'm doing now. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see here, but now we're going to add small creases on the bottom of the lips, which also follow the shape of the bigger creases, just at the bottom. I'll just show visual representations of what I mean right now. And finally, we're going to block in the teeth by slightly curving the slide, split in the middle, and curvically, I know that's not a word, but still, shade in the teeth from the side. And from here, it really is just a contrast and highlight and detail game really. To really get that detail, you can add in diagonal lines moving in from the centre of the lips, add highlights to the bigger creases and provide more contrast, and obviously add smoothness in between tones, which you can achieve by using a blending stump. Any highlights might be a little bit tricky to do, unless you have this thing called a retractable eraser, which is something that I really love using. I strongly recommend using this. Whilst we are drawing, I would like to add, if this video is a little bit too short or a bit too quick and skims over things, please do let me know if you want to have this video be a bit longer. Or if you want my future videos to be a bit longer as well. And if you are a regular viewer of the channel, and if you even care about this thing that I'm about to say, sorry for the lack of uploads recently. Things have been a little bit busy. I've had obviously coursework to do, I've had internet problems for one weekend. Both problems have affected both weeks, and it's just been a bit chaotic recently anyway, so sorry for the lack of uploads. I do try to upload every 2 weeks, but that's been a little bit hectic recently, so yeah, sorry about that. And hopefully, this will give you a sort of idea of what we're sort of aiming for really when we're doing these, when we're drawing these lips. And once you're happy, we can pretty much finish really. But we are wrapping up there, so thank you for watching. If you did like it, then you know what to do. Make sure you comment, blah blah blah, like there's no need to tell you about that, you just do it if you want to. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah, thank you for watching. Check out my videos, I've got them up above, you know, definitely check it out. Sorry for all the delays if you care about it, but yeah, I'm going to try and upload every 2 weeks. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later!